HP's bill is a welcome development anyway. To me, if we can make it to have a human face, that it will not violate our fundamental human rights to freedom of speech, it will be okay. But anything that would affect our fundamental human right, we will resist it. We will use everything possible to resist that, because before you exist as a human being, you need to enjoy this fundamental right. Because if you remove your right, your fundamental right from the Constitution, it means you are no longer a human being. So by the time you remove this free speech, freedom of expression from us, it means you want us to become mute and be watching you. And that's another fashion, another form of dictatorship, which will not be allowed in this country. And my advice to our leaders is this, that Nigeria is a complex country, that we've had several leaders that attempted dehumanizing Nigerians, but they face serious opposition. Even ex-president Babangida himself tried to tame this nation, but this country has a lot of resources, a lot of human resources that will come out to resist all these things.
As far as I'm concerned, and as I know, the way the Senate is carrying on this hate speech bill is highly outrageous. My belief in the issue of hate speech is that they should consolidate more in ensuring that the law on defamation, the penalties in the law of defamation are higher, rather than bringing the issue of hate speech, putting it on a capital offenses. Over the years, capital offenses has never deterred anybody, both in robbery, both in hard drugs, and all these things. So they should concentrate more on ensuring that the law of defamation is reformed. That law should be amended because it's long. It's more or less a archaic law. So that at least if somebody, they should be talking of compensation on the person who is defamed, rather than bringing the issue of hate speech.
From my own little understanding, hate speech is a very broad context. But Nigerian has turned it to another thing. Hate speech, from my own little concept, is all about when you hate somebody and you are showing him or her that you hate him. It's all about attitude. But to my surprise, Nigerian is a different issue. They use everything for politics. Hate speech in Nigerian has turned to politics. It's not exactly hate speech, what the hate speech is all about all over the world. We have grown above that level. You can't hang anybody because it says something that is because from the angle I want to see it now, it's like you want to keep people, you want to shut them, not to talk again.
The hate speech, based on my own experience and what I see, the Senate are doing the right thing anyway. Hate speech can bring a confusion, it can bring a disaster. It's a very disaster thing in this country. This hate speech can cause inflation in this country. In the sense that what Senate are doing is very interesting, that's very good, but they should reduce the penalty. Because what I see, it's not the only hate speech that's supposed to be sentenced by hanging. There are a lot of corrupt leaders. People corrupt and embezzle their monies. What is the penalty?
Hence, this is democratic dispensation. We must relax part of our laws so as to give people an ample opportunity to say whatever that is not totally good for the interest of the nation. Because when you don't give people the ample opportunity to express themselves, or they use anger in saying things that could not be of benefit to all. So fair play is always a best regard to everything.
Before they do such a thing in Nigeria here, they should first of all seek for the attention of corruption issues. For instance, I cannot say the National Assembly is corrupt, but the EFCC and the the EFCC and the judiciary are corrupt. NBA is corrupt. So now, if the National Assembly wants to pass hate speech into bill, they should first of all pass corruption into bill for hanging, death sentence, any corruption on any corrupt issues, and not hate speech, because hate speech can be deliberated on and reconciled immediately.
This hate speech, as I'm looking at it, is, if not properly handled, is to violate our human rights as a Nigerian. But why can't this law that are making, that is that are going to bring about a penalty for those that are speaking hate speech, why can't they bring that law for those that are stealing our money? This type of law has to bring out for those that are stealing our money. If you can bring hate speech, you can say the jail term to be hanging. What's that type? Why can't they bring hanging to those that are stealing, that are corrupting our money? They will bring the same money for those one. That's what I have to say.